Today I'm going to take a ride to Patuxent Memorial Park in Warwick, Rhode Island. When I get there, we're going to try to find the grave of Robert Niven, who was a Congressional Medal of Honor winner, a recipient, Congressional Medal of Honor recipient in the Civil War. He's buried in Rhode Island, not that far from where I live. So we're going to go take a ride by. I'm going to give you a shot of the cemetery, some footage of the gravesite. We'll see what kind of shape it's in. It's been raining on and off today, so I really probably won't be able to do much at the gravesite, hoping for a little break in the weather so we can video it. But other than that, I'm just going to ask you to come along for the ride. Here we go. I found a list of famous people buried in Rhode Island, and since Rhode Island is such a small state, it probably is not going to be too hard to get to many of the cemeteries. It'll give me something to do while I'm retired. But anyway, we're off on the trip, and when we get there, I'll keep you posted. Stay tuned. Okay, made our way to Warwick, Rhode Island, and we're going to take a shot over to the cemetery. I was going to show you the weather hasn't changed too much since we left. I'm hoping that we've had so much weather differential today. In other words, it'll be pouring rain for a minute. It will be misting. The sun will be out for 10 minutes. It'll be cloudy. Then it'll get super windy. Then it will be still. Then it'll be raining like crazy. It just keeps going on and on with this cycle. It keeps repeating. So I'm hoping when I get to the cemetery, it hopefully will let up or not. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's the way it goes, and I'll come back on another day. But other than that, stay with me because we're not too far off. Okay, this taking a turn onto Harrison Avenue, and I believe the cemetery is up here on the right-hand side. I've never been in this cemetery, but I kind of knew where it was. It's number 100 Harrison Avenue, and I'm just passing by 196, so it's not too far off. And we'll see if we can find the grave of the Civil War Medal of Honor recipient when we get here. Well, here's the cemetery. Oh, wrong one. I guess there's two cemeteries here. That was Sinai Memorial Park. It's got to be right around here. Here it is. Patuxent Memorial Park. This is where we want to be. Now, in here we're looking for the Highland section. I don't know how we're going to find that. All I can do at this point is just drive around and look. I've seen a picture of the grave, so I kind of know what that looks like. It's a white marble stone, a little on the tall side. it's a thin stone, as would been most stones back in the 1920s, I think, is when this individual passed away. I don't see anything down here. I'm gonna go offline for a second and see if I can look up the exact location in the cemetery on a map. So I will kind of just sit here for a minute and try to figure that out. Well, unfortunately, after riding around the cemetery here for a while, I haven't found Robert Niven today. There's no one in the office. It's pouring rain. It hasn't let up. I'm just kind of looking for that type of stone. There's not too many of them in here. It's the old style white marble stone, probably about 3.5 feet high, round top. But no pun intended, but it looks like today is a washout to find this Congressional Medal of Honor recipient, Robert Niven. I'll get in touch with the office and see if I can get some further information from them, and maybe they can point me to the section. I know it's in the Highland section, but in this cemetery the sections are not they're not labeled. At least that would be some help. And again, there's thousands of graves here, so that's not helpful either. I remember this cemetery from a kid because it's right across the street from one of my best friends in high school. He's not living there anymore, obviously. But I'll just take you on a drive out of the cemetery and we'll reconnoiter now. Now, see, it kind of stopped. That's kind of how the weather's been, and then a minute from now, we'll probably be pouring again. That's it for looking around today. Of course, as many cemeteries are, I've probably driven by it 2 or 3 times and don't even realize it. So there's kind of one headstone blends into the next here, as in most cemeteries. I'm going to go up this grass a little bit here. That's all I can do for today. At the very least, I want to thank you for hanging in there with me and watching. Take care. Well, after much driving around, I finally found the Congressional Medal of Honor Civil War recipient. And his grave is right over here. Right on there. Says he was in the infantry and the Civil War right down there. The rest of the stone is not in the greatest of shape, but at least I found it. So to you, Mr. Niven, I thank you for your service. Come here with the greatest of respect, and I hope you continue to rest in peace. And God bless you for your service during the Civil War. Thank you so much. While I'm here, there's another Civil War veteran. Served at Private Company C. Van Buren Door. Passed away January 7th, 1908. Thank you for your service. May you rest in peace.